find the fabled tomb of King Casper. You spent nights building and protecting your camp and each other, slowly beginning to open up to one another more and more. Even your guide had begun to share some personal details while asking after your own. However, the peace was not to last. You managed to catch an ambush before it happened and engage with a large pack of Gnoll. Your battle seemed to be going well until the Alpha made itself known. With its wicked weapons, it began to remind you of all the dangers of the Wishing Woods. It felled your druid, and you could only watch as they were put to the death at the jaws of a waiting Gnoll. Seeing the gravity of the situation, your guide had cast a spell over the Alpha, compelling it to focus solely on them. They have begun to run, drawing the creature after them and deeper into the bush. Those of you close enough will watch as it tucks the handle of its cursed flail back into its belt, and instead pulls a large, I misspelled that, hella, it says long boy. It's not correct.
Long boy?
A long boy.
Longest boy.
Oh. From its
This is
back.
the comic relief we needed.
I usually just read it with the typo properly, but I had to share long boy.
Long boy?
It knocks 3 arrows against the wood and fires in the direction they're compelled. Gotta pull out all these stat blocks again.
Are we still in any kind of initiative, or?
Oh, are you ever? It is currently its turn.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab my notebook really quick. I left it over there.
You fool. Okay. So it fires 3 arrows. And I think it would be firing it at disadvantage, but it doesn't matter.
Who's it? It's firing at Awen? Yeah, of course, Awen, right.
Yeah, it's firing at Awen and at disadvantage.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. All 3 arrows sail through the dark, and while 2 go wide, one seems on target to hit the armored paladin. They lift their shield and catch it, and keep going. After its failed attack, it begins to lumber off into the dark. The threat, however, is not gone. There is still Gnoll that survive who are not compelled to follow the paladin, and they move to bar your path and continue the battle. As your minds return to the fight at hand, you are interrupted by an angry, guttural cry from the direction you had come. A huge, thundering creature charges into the fray from the direction you had come.
Oh, God. No.
It's
The
Oh,
earth
God.
character.
starts to rumble beneath the weight and pressure of their footfalls as this 8-foot-tall creature sprints at the Gnoll that is beginning to climb out of your carriage. That Gnoll focused on the dark cloud in which its allies and enemies are hidden. Otto?
8 feet.
Gotta wait till they come back so that they can do things.
Every time Wade's character dies, they just get taller. They could just come back taller.
I've been here just muted and hidden. Sorry.
Would you like to describe what they see as you charge full force towards this carriage?
It is an 8-foot-tall, very wide, very large Goliath. He is bald. He has a beard. He is wearing like hide leather pants, and that's about it. And like he is pulling out a great axe and just like eyes red, just charging for the carriage. He has like black tattoos in the shape of lightning bolts, just all over his body. Yeah, that's him. Gray eyes, gray skin. Has like little rocky patches on his skin in places.
Okay, you are on the map, and it is your turn.
I'm a sucker for height.
Am I?
8
Dan's
fucking
new
feet.
bestie explosion.
I would
Big
like
old
to rage.
barbarian man.
Okay.
Woo!
Bonus action rage.
Yeah, I would like to rage.
So that angry guttural yelling gets a little bit worse. And he will just I can't move myself, but he's gonna charge to
You
where
should
that
be
knoll
able
is.
to.
It may just be that nope, I can't.
Okay, hang on.
I also can't.
Oh, weird. It reset everything. There you go.
Oh, wait. I can now.
Okay, there you go. Should be
How do
fixed.
you spell their name? I know we don't know what it is, what their name is, but I want to know what how it's spelled.
OTTO.
OTTO.
He will charge up to where the snow is trying to climb out of the carriage. He will go ahead and help it out by grabbing it and just throw it onto the ground.
Okay.
Give it a hand. Love it.
And if that doesn't count as his action, he will just swing at it on the ground.
Well, this is all part
Or-
of one attack, so roll to hit.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh my god,
That
that's
is-
too
Throw those
soon.
dice out.
Too soon.
We're the ones I gave you for your birthday.
It's 23 to hit.
Whoa.
23 hits, roll damage.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. That's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay. So you sling it to the ground and deliver a hard blow. Oh, I didn't realize it was already damaged. With 15 damage, you actually cleave it clear into 2 bloody halves of what had once been one knoll.
Nice. We have... I guess we can't see anything in the dark over there.
You look to the right and you, yes, just see a haze of red mist and you can hear what sounds like fighting.
That's all we need. We are running into the dark.
Okay. How much more movement you got?
So I was here, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. I have 20 more. So 5,
wow.
10.
Oh my god, he could keep up with Vaughn in a race.
You'll
So, like,
pure
he'll just-
rage.
Bolt right there, and it's just like snarling and angry.
So just about all of you in close proximity, certainly Vaughn and Vaconia, see this 8-foot tall stone-like Goliath come charging out of the dark. Okay. Now we're back up to Vaughn.
There's a lot that has happened in the last 6 seconds.
Just so you know, you can see 5 feet in front of you. You just can't see beyond that.
Yes, so in that case, I didn't even. Do I even know that Darby's dead?
Oh my god.
No. The black.
No,
guy
Darby-
After.
Yeah, Darby
Yes.
died first,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Vaconia
Well,
got really
I'm very
upset.
confused. But I know one enemy for sure, and I'm gonna punch that fucking knoll.
Okay, punch that fucking knoll. Roll to hit.
That is gonna be a 22.
22 hits, roll damage. Oh, this one's fresh-faced.
6.
Oh,
His face ain't fresh no more.
6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you're doing?
Yep. My next hit is gonna be a 27,
That hits, roll damage.
and that is going to be 12.
Okay.
And that's my
So
turn.
2 solid hits, and no longer does the knoll look as fresh-faced. Its jaw is probably a little bit dislocated, blood coming from its maw. Not you. It will immediately retaliate. And it will attempt to snap its broken jaw at you. Does a... Immediately forgotten what all their hit bonuses are. Does an 11 hit.
No.
All right, and then it will try and take 2 stabs with its short sword. For a 21 and a 19.
Both of those will hit.
So, both hits will be doing 4 damage each, so 8 total.
Okay.
And it will actually start to run north.
I'm gonna use an attack of opportunity with my spirit weapon.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay.
And I suppose I will
19.
also take that.
A 19 hits, roll damage.
Okay, I cast that at 3rd level. So it's going to be 3d8. 7, 15 points of damage.
Okay. So with 15, it turns to try and start fleeing north, maybe after its alpha. You catch it in the back with your bladed spiritual staff and essentially slice him open right up his spine, and he collapses into the dirt.
I look unusually cold.
Okay. Vaconia, as you look around, you notice there is a lot of gnoll corpses, but a distinct absence of the Alpha and the Paladin. What are you doing?
Did the alpha get very far out of the mist?
Yes, it did.
Fuck!
Yeah, because I don't see him on the map anymore, and I did at the start.
Well, because I can see through the mist clearly, and you all can't. So, like, if he was still in the mist, I would know, but I don't know how far the
He
alpha
appears
got.
to have cleared the mist and vanished into the bushes.
Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to go after him or not, but I know Darby's... Until I know that the threat is clear, I'm going to cast Premonition. Because I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
I was gonna throw a guiding bolt. Wait. Is he 120 feet away from me? Or within that range?
Just barely, but you cannot see him, so you'd be making this a disadvantage.
Fuck. I'm gonna try. What else do I have to lose? What else do I have to lose?
Roll to hit at disadvantage.
Okay.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
I got it at 15 and 11. The 11 plus 6.
17?
17.
17 hits, roll damage.
Ooh, that's 66.
Whoa.
Because I wrote...
Damn.
Damage.
I rolled it. She's mad. We're mad. Okay. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Okay. 12. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 points of damage. And the next person that attacks it, probably Awen, has advantage.
Okay, so you sling this bolt into the thicket and you hear the sound of an irate snarl. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
There's no more gnolls or anything?
It appears that many of them have fallen.
What is it, a bonus action to disperse a spell, or is it an action to disperse a spell?
I'd say bonus for what you were intending.
Okay, so bonus action, I'll disperse the mist. And then I'm gonna go stand over by Darby. And I'm gonna get down on my knees next to his body.
Okay.
And that's it. That's me.
Solace.
Oh. Do I have any idea what direction Eowyn went in?
You know they went north, but the thicket, the forest is quite dense. It's hard to see through the trees.
I established on my last turn that there was nothing that I could do for Darby at this point in time. So she'll be just ugly crying, but she'll kind of like
Bonus action, ugly cry.
yeah, you know, her breath is sort of hitching, like that thing that, you know, kids do when they cry really hard and they try to talk.
Yeah.
And she'll say, we have to help Awen. And she'll start to run north.
Okay.
And I'll use my action. Anybody can do that, right? You can use your action for extra movement, right?
You can use your action to dash.
Remember, I never do that as a rogue. So. All right, so she'll get to about here.
Bonus action, ugly crying the whole way.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not cute crying. It's like there's not, and she's very, yeah, it's not.
All right. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Realm.
I'm crouched beside Darby. I think I probably have a little bit of their blood on my hands because I think I probably tried to see if there was anything I could do and then figured it out pretty quick. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out 2 copper pieces. And put them over their eyes.
Okay.
And just kind of be like, Ryosa, please look after them. And then hearing what Solace said, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run north. 30. I'm gonna use my action. If I use my, I could also use dash for my bonus action.
You can actually get 90 feet in a turn, depending on if your action was the coin.
I would say your bonus action would have been your prayer and your copper.
Okay, so my action, I'm gonna just run another 30 feet. Yeah, crap, I missed. I think I was there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. The pair of you, as you head north, you can hear in the distance the sounds of snarling and barking. But it is difficult to make out what is happening. Up next is Otto.
Fucking shit.
Otto is going to run up behind Relm and attempt to reach out and grab them.
Okay. So this would be a grapple.
Do I
So
roll a
that's-
contested or something?
Are you trying to?
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I'd have noticed him at first, but if he grabs me, I'm gonna try struggle.
So I just roll a strength check.
Yes.
Or-
Strength
okay.
against dexterity. So
Oh,
Realm,
I'm
make
sorry.
a dexterity check.
Sorry. Oh shit. That's
Rolled a
athletic?
natural 20 for 25.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah, I got like a 7.
Like a
so-
boss.
So you are sprinting forward, and suddenly you feel a solid, almost like stone hard arm wrap around your chest and lift you clear off the ground so that your feet kind of swing in the air. And you are grappled. Your movement
As-
speed is 0.
As he does that, I guess as a bonus action, he just like all of the rage that he feels like goes into this one word. He just says stop.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
That's it.
All right. Vaughn, are you doing anything this round?
Once again, there's just a lot of confusion.
Everybody calm the fuck down.
Like, he sees Darby there and he sees Nia by him, and then he turns and he sees this new person grappling his friend. So he's going to pivot to the next. I guess he's gonna run up here, and before he will swing, he will just say, "I do suggest you let him go before you become another enemy of ours."
And are you swinging?
Can I use the reaction?
Yes, to do what?
Just turn his head and look at Vaughn dead in the face and doesn't say a word.
Yeah, I'll punch.
Okay.
Fuck me. That's a nat 1.
Mm.
Oh god.
So you pull back a fist to punch, and this Goliath snaps his head and stares at you. And you feel for a second that you hesitate.
I'm going to play that off as intuition and lower my fist.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
No.
Okay. Up next. Oh my god, there's a lot of people no longer here. Up next is Vaconia.
God!
I skipped 3 freaking initiative orders.
I'm going to get on my knees down by Darby, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, if only to close up the wounds on his body. At first
Okay.
level. It's not going to matter, but I at least want to heal the... It's not a lot. Oh, okay, never mind. It's like 13 points.
So you watch as the wounds on their neck start to close, no longer open and raw. A scar remains, but they do not. Life is not restored.
I'm going to kind of pull their head into my lap and brush some of their hair out of their face. And then that's all I'm doing. I don't care about what's going on over there.
Okay. Solace. You hear behind you the thundering of heavy Goliath footsteps. You hear the words stop and look over your shoulder to see Relm being suspended in the air.
So there are things going on behind her that are loud, but she's very laser focused and like this horrible thing has just happened and she doesn't want anything else bad to happen. So I'm not sure if she's that aware of what's going on around her. So I'm gonna roll a perception just to see if she'll actually kind of absorb what's happening behind her. That is a 14, so I would say that yeah, she probably does kind of recognize.
It was a booming voice that kind of cut through that haze.
Yeah, it's just whether or not she acknowledges it. But yes, with a 14, I would say probably yes. So she'll turn back around, but she's also not thinking super clearly. So I think she'll grab Otto's arm and just still a hot mess. Put him down. What are you doing? Who are you? And just kind of like, but all super fast, like in about 2.3 seconds. So none of it really makes none of it really makes any sense. It's very disjointed. Yes, her voice is cracking. It's not super intelligible. But she is absolutely like just about literally hanging off of their arm.
Are you trying to free Relm?
Well, yes, but I mean, I'll roll for it. Let's see if I get that nat 20.
Roll opposed strength checks.
Oh, this is fine. That is a 2 after a roll of 3. Okay.
So
I'm a small
you
person. Yeah, Yeah, no, she's like Otto lifts their arms and she's like hanging on and kicking her feet, and it would be very funny if it were not so sad.
Yeah, the both of you now are practically suspended. One of you grappled, the other one just holding on. All right. Relm.
Let go! I need to go to him. Awen! I'm gonna try fight the grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy, +1.
It's better than my
boy.
-1.
I got a 4 again. That dice.
Oh,
is
no.
evil.
Otto?
To jail with
Roll
you.
now.
You got a 4?
I got a 5. If you
So-
need me.
Yes, even with a natural 1, you would not be escaping. You are just locked in. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
Just wait. Can I disengage wouldn't do anything if I'm already caught, would it?
Movement 0.
Okay, so then no, I'm just gonna call after Awen again, even though that's pointless.
All right. Otto, what are you doing?
I'm going to pivot so that he is between the squirmy rogue and the dangling bard, and just kind of start marching back towards where Vaconia is. And he will say, if he can, while he's walking, that Awen will be fine. You shouldn't waste the
suspect-
opportunity they gave you.
I suspect as they start to move, I lose my grip and fall down because my strength is -1.
Same.
I probably do not travel far in this way. It's probably very
I just-
pitiful.
He just like, oh no, this is very sad. He just sort of scoops you up to the other arm.
She still struggles weakly,
All right.
but now she's more crying than struggling, and it's more sad.
If no one else is intending to take an offensive action at this point, I'm going to say we are out of combat.
I find many of these actions offensive.
I'm sorry.
If I may, I'm going to use mending to fix up Darby's clothing.
Okay. So you all start to reconvene over the lifeless body of your intact but unresponsive druid.
Oh my god, this song has immediately made me teary-eyed. Fuck!
The Goliath that had run up upon this sort of corrals the three of you that had attempted to head north towards your unmoving friend.
If Awen's still attacking, he gets advantage.
At this point, you can no longer hear.
No, I know,
any
but like, just so
snarling
you
or
know.
Howling or barking. It's gone quiet, and it almost seems that the woods around you has grown oppressive in how still it is all of a sudden.
March back to Darby. I'm just gonna start crying.
Yeah.
And
As soon as
probably
Solace
stop fighting.
As soon as Solace
Otto.
gets there, she just kind of like sinks to her knees and she pulls Darby's cloak up over them, and she's just like mumbling, like incoherent, like I'm sorry.
We give them space and just kind of keep an eye out for anything for a minute.
You put me down, right?
Yeah, no, like he would have put you down. He is just standing in the way, so if you try to run again, he will just wash, rinse, repeat, pick you up and put you back down over there.
It's like a little puppy.
What do we do? I don't know what to do.
The springs. That Calder mentioned.
We don't even know where to begin looking for those. We don't even know if they're real.
They're in here somewhere. I think they're real. If it's our only chance, I'm gonna fucking scour this entire forest for it, so...
Where is Ursa?
Make a perception check.
$19.
So with a 19, should make that a disadvantage,
Sorry. Sorry.
as it is the middle of the day.
13.
Okay. With a 13, you look around and you don't see Ursa.
If I can get a little bit of rest, I can send a message to Sanvi. Maybe there's something that she can do. Maybe she has those diamonds now and I can do something. But I can also rest, and I know that I can at least slow down the decay of Darby's body. That's all I can do.
I would say Solace is just inconsolable for a good 10 or 15 minutes. And after that, she'll kind of start to come out of it. And she'll ask Brynn how long they have
How long for what?
to do something.
Well, it can be endless if I keep casting the spell.
I'll look for Ursa. I can talk to her.
If I can send Ursa, if we really want to run after the notion of these springs, perhaps Ursa would have a better eye than us. If we can convince the bird to do anything.
I can try as long as it doesn't put her in any danger, because Darby would not want her put in danger.
I don't know. I have no idea about these woods. I'm gonna look over at the Goliath behind us.
And I'll look for Ursa.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Thank you for your help, but
12.
Ursa's nowhere to be found.
fudge.
I can keep looking. She's more active at dawn and at dusk.
Look to the Goliath. Do you know anything about these woods?
I know that going after these springs is a bad idea. I know that staying here for much longer is an equally bad idea. Is this... I'm sorry if this is a little crass and insensitive. Is this your first time?
This time what?
We've witnessed someone die.
He just sort of nods to Darby.
Solace starts crying again, but it's more quiet this time.
Where would you suggest we go? We're 7 days away from where we came.
Where were you heading to?
I meant to ask
You,
if you have a diamond on you, but I said Darby.
Do you have a Darby on you?
If you had a Darby, I think it would be fine.
I don't have a Darby on me.
Did you bring it back? Did you bring it back up? Just for in case.
And like he kind of looks down at himself and just says, "No, I don't really have much use for diamonds." You're headed
Can't
to.
go. Eowyn, there's our other friend. I know that you did want us to go, but we can't leave them.
Eowyn will be fine. Eowyn wouldn't have done what they did. If you go after them, you will have wasted what little opportunity they have given. They will be fine.
I know it's hard, but I agree. Awen wouldn't have come with us or made that decision if he thought he was gonna die for it.
I don't know if I agree with that because
I agree with that either.
we lost a lot.
They probably think this is their fault.
We all think it's our fault, do we not?
Listen.
Yeah, but he's more likely to get himself killed right now because...
How do you know Eowyn? And who are you?
My name is Otto. I used to travel with Eowyn.
They said that you were all dead.
Not all of us. I got taken by Drow. And recently got out of a pretty nasty mind control.
Do they know you're here?
Eowyn?
Yeah.
Probably not. I got to Ashenhurst a little while after you guys left. Asked where they went and set out.
I'm sorry you had such a terrible experience with the Drow.
It's alright, there's shitty people everywhere. Every race, doesn't matter to me.
Well, if we've got to go somewhere, but I can't do anything until I rest somewhat. I've used all of my energy.
Well,
We were heading
You were
towards
headed-
the tomb of King Casper.
I can give us some time. I can cast the spell to protect us for 8 hours.
We should
If-
move.
if I can make a suggestion, I know you don't know me, I don't know you, but towards the tomb where you're heading, you could get to Port Casper. They deal with stuff like this there a lot. Sailors washing up on shore, shipwrecks. They might be able to help your friend there.
But how will Eowyn know where to find us?
Jesus Christ!
Whose phone is ringing?
Oh no.
I imagine.
I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm playing D&D. I can't talk right now.
Sorry, Mom, I'm crying. I can't talk right now.
Literally, she's like, what are you doing? I was like, Mom, I'm playing D&D. She knows I take it seriously. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'll call you back later.
It's so good, y'all. That was my best guess.
Yeah, no, it was meh.
Someone else's phone ring. I want to do it again.
Sorry. I thought I had it on vibrate, but I guess I don't.
Okay.
I've ruined a moment.
No, it was
So
some moments.
and my friend died.
Some moments need to be ruined. It's fine.
You need a little comedic relief sometimes. It's fine.
True.
Poor
It's
Casper.
not gallows humor or sex jokes. Those are really just my normal.
Oh my
go-tos.
god, are our horses okay?
Oh my god!
I was going to get to that in a moment. Vaughn, who has been wordless this whole time, will first, while this conversation is going, he will lean down to Darby and gently look through their pockets for pocket sausage.
Before I realize what you're doing, Solace grabs your hand and says, "What are you doing?" Because it looks like you're rifling the pockets of the dead, and that's a little creepy. I don't say that second part. I just say
Oh,
the
I
first
have
part.
to speak to Dad. That's terrible.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
we're not
no.
doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
What if I can tell him that it's gonna be okay?
No one in character or out of character can deal with that.
No, I
You put that
can't.
back.
Okay,
You put that
I mean,
back where it came
I didn't
from.
say anything.
So help me.
Oh my god.
Vaughn is
Maybe later, but not now.
going to pat her hand and make eye contact with her, but there's not really words that are formulating in this moment. He can only really speak through actions. So he's just going to hope that she trusts him while he looks.
She is like it is intense eye contact for a second, and then she'll let go.
So do I find pocket sausage, or what do I find in the pocket?
What do you find in your
Three
pocket?
friendship bracelets.
3 friendship bracelets. No, you find 3 bracelets identical to the one that you were given.
Do you find
And he will
pocket
pull
sausage?
those out with an open palm.
You put that
And he
back.
will
No.
hold them out first to Solace.
She looks confused.
I
hold
I
my
was
wrist
hoping-
up to show the same bracelet.
was hoping to find food. You need to find Ursa, and hopefully food will call her to us, but I know they made these.
Ursa has to come back towards where Darby is, right? Dead or alive?
She's not a familiar. She's not bound to them. She's like looking down at the bracelet, like kind of vacant. She's her own creature. She doesn't have to do anything. But I think she will come back. In her time. I worry that if we go too far, perhaps she won't find us.
Does Darby have a
choice?
Does Darby have a sound that we'd know by now that he used to make to call Ursa?
I
That
would
was
say-
probably.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I would say you'd probably heard them whistling to call her in the past.
So I'm just
I
gonna
would say
I'm just gonna whistle. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna look up and whistle.
Like the
Right.
same way that Darby does?
I'm gonna do my best.
Go ahead and do
Guidance.
a performance check.
Guidance.
Guidance? What's that? Add
Add
D4?
D4.
Oh, that's amazing. 17 plus 0, so 17.
So you whistle as you had heard Darby do. And you whistle again. And again. And you can hear the sound kind of echoing off the trees. You can tell it's traveling. But Ursa does not return.
With that, then, Vom will not continue looking for pocket sausage. He will extend 2 of those bracelets out to Solace and Relm. And then he will go and tend to the carriage.
Otto.
Yeah.
Do you intend to come with us?
Well, it looks like you're down a guide, and I don't think Awen would want you out here alone, especially now. So, yeah, I can go.
Why are the springs a bad idea?
They're kind of a rumor, at best. Most people consider them rumors. And trying to find them in these woods, you're likely to get jumped by a knoll again. Void, like panthers, a wandering fae. It's not worth the risk. And fae magic. I'm not a magic user, I don't know much about it, but like it does some fucky shit. I wouldn't put him in there. Assuming you make it there. But it's a bit of a trek, but I think that's the best bet you all have right now.
I think our current objective can wait. I do hope that even with your experience with Drow that you do not mind that I'm here. Would you mind picking up Darby and putting him in the carriage? You seem well adept at strength.
I protest.
Solace, he's just going to put him in the carriage. We're all here, darling.
We should wrap his body first.
Of course.
I'll start to, I am a small person and Darby is a large person, but I will kind of struggle to remove their cloak and wrap it around them.
Oh.
I'll allow it. Just a little bit. She's being a little protective. And only after Darby's body is fully wrapped, will I kind of step away and let Otto pick them up.
I gently hold their head as I pull myself out from underneath where I had him on my lap and stand up as well.
Otto. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Mm.
I was gonna pick him up, so go ahead, do what you want to do.
It's unrelated to Darby. Well,
Okay.
Indirectly.
Go ahead, do it. Just do it.
Solace will kind of step away and sort of walk unsteadily to the center of the clearing. She'll say, I have to try something before we go, just in case. And she'll cast Speak with Animals, which is a little... There's no actual distance listed on the spell because it's a self action.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that she can call out, and should Ursa be within hearing distance, they would hear. So she will cast Speak with Animals, and then she will call to Ursa and tell them that it is going to be okay, and that they're here, and that when she is hungry, they will be there, and she should come when she gets hungry. And not to be afraid.
Okay. So you cast your message.
She kind of yells it as far as she can project her voice, and she has good lung capacity.
You can hear your voice again kind of bouncing off the trees around you, and you know that your message carried, but you don't get a response.
Without asking, Solace will take Darby's place at the front of the carriage, and assuming the horses are still okay.
They're a little
Which
bit
I assumed,
spooked, but
yeah, she'll kind of soothe that. Well, I already cast Speak with Animals, so I may as well reassure the horses. I've got 10 minutes to reassure the horses. So yeah, as she's walking, she'll kind of pat each one on the flank and reassure them, and then she'll take Darby's place and take up the reins.
I'm gonna sit in the back with Darby, and I'm gonna put the copper pieces back over their eyes.
I would think that Solace probably wrapped them up with those in place. She wouldn't have moved them.
Right, makes sense.
Otto will pick them up, and as big and rough and whatever as he is, it is very gentle, like he's done this before. And I'll just quietly do sorry.
No, you're good.
Kind of mutter sorry under his breath and put Darby in the carriage as carefully as he can.
so you begin to pack up in the aftermath. Your druid is laid out in the carriage for the time being. Where is everyone going? I know that Solace has assumed Darby's position at the helm.
But there's a moment, as soon as she sits down, where she just kind of looks down, just like, I don't know where to go. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
It's okay, I can't fit in the carriage, so follow me. Then he'll just start walking.
And she just says, okay, thank you. I'm sorry. And she just kind of trails off and just says, I'm sorry. And then she kind of like flicks the reins so the horses start moving.
We're inside the carriage. I'm inside the carriage. And I've settled with my hands in my lap and I've closed my eyes for the time being.
I'm in the back, 1,000-yard staring while crying.
Where's Vaughn?
Probably sitting up at the front with Solace. Just alert, looking around.
Okay.
After a while, like as they're traveling, she just sort of like lays her head on his shoulder. It's more like his bicep, really, but she just kind of leans, like need touch kind of lean.
And he will return in kind by leaning his head on top of hers.
Can the pair of you make perception checks? As
No, we
you
cannot.
Start after your Goliath guide.
I'm going to attempt to meditate.
13.
13 as well.
Okay. So as you resume your path through the woods, at first it's easier to spot footsteps and broken branches from that large alpha creature charging through the woods, but the further along you go, those signs of a chase vanish. The woods are quiet now. You don't see or hear anything out of the norm as you press northwest. You continue until the sun begins to set, and it's time to set up camp.
How many hours would that have been?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Sweet.
At some point along the way, Solace would definitely ask Otto if they're sure that Awen's okay.
They'll, yeah. We used to do this kind of thing. I don't know how much they told you, but I don't know. Even when they were just a kid, like maybe barely 18, they were pretty hard to hit. I would bet money that they'll be fine. And if it seems like they know what happened, I imagine they'll find us when things are safe.
No, I do not want to do this again for someone else.
I know. I don't want you to have to do that again.
And she kind of like takes a minute and she says, I'm sorry, if I am being insensitive, I know that you and Awen also lost friends here.
That's okay. I've lost a lot of friends. It's okay.
Does it get easier? Because I feel like it would get easier.
No, it doesn't. You just get better at coping.
Why were you in the woods today?
I was trying to find Awen. He's, or they're kind of, I don't know. I never had kids. They're the closest thing to something like that, I guess.
You've had to delay to help us. I'm sorry.
That's okay. There's probably a reason it lined up the way that it did.
I hope that is true.
It'll be
Me
a
too.
nice reunion when they run into you, or when they see you again.
I mean, yeah, ideally better circumstances, but it's okay. happy to help with whatever they were helping you with.
Sure, they'll be happy to know that you're alive, and I assume, well, they missed all of you very much, I think.
I wish I could say I missed them, but I don't remember much of the last few years, so I guess I'm making up for it now.
They're doing okay, I think. For what's happened, they're good people. And
They made some friends again.
it's important that we see them again.
I'm almost certain you will. And it's good that they made friends. Glad.
Such as we were. I feel like we could have been better friends. I'm sorry if we were not at our best when you arrived.
I would have been more worried if you were.
Once Darby's settled, I'm going to cast Gentle Repose on his body.
Okay. You go to cast the preserving magic, and as you release the spell, you find it kind of fizzles.
Wait, what?
Well, that sucks.
Fuck. He's probably still cursed, so I have to actually remove curse.
Or he's already undead and we didn't know it. Secrets.
Well, no, Gentle
The
Repose
whole
stops
time.
that. Like it literally stops that. Even if it's in the process
Yeah.
of, it stops that.
But if they're already undead before they died. Look, I am wildly speculating, okay? I'm just saying. I would say Solace, you said it about 6 or 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna use my remaining first level spell slots, so 3 more times as they journey, Solace will try to call for Ursa.
Okay.
Oh, I'll hopefully give them advantage if I can by whistling.
Okay.
Well, fuck, I already picked the 3 spells, which means that we're out of time. Gentle Repose is supposed to stop that so that we get more time, but after a certain amount of hours, it's too late. And, we can't raise him. So, that's it. That's all. I can't do anything. I don't know why that wouldn't work. I don't know why that wouldn't work. That's really shitty. There's no reason that shouldn't have worked. Because it works on everybody.
There are other spells that it doesn't have to be just your magic. They're magics. There are other magic users.
We can't raise them now. We're out of time.
You can't, but there are other people that can, up to years and years. If we have their remains. But no matter what condition they're in. So it's okay if you can't. You can still find a powerful cleric. They exist. This is all out of character, by the way.
Oh, I
Solace doesn't
can't.
know any of this shit, but-
No, it's... Yep, if they've died within the last minute. Yeah, I don't have it. I can't do anything. Because I'm fucking
okay.
useless, which is awesome. All my spells
There's-
fucking fail. Sweet.
There are spells that can revive. I think it's up to 1,000 years. So
200.
Okay, well, look, for our purposes, they're the same thing.
But they need to be gentle repose.
Support.
They need to be gentle repose, like they can't be decaying. Their body has to
No,
be
they can't.
salvageable.
No, it's okay. They can be with other spells. It's okay. We can
We
still-
have-
I am the worst cleric ever.
You are not the worst.
Do you
cleric
have any
ever.
idea why it didn't work?
That is a good question. Perhaps maybe with Brynn's knowledge or Nia's knowledge, really. There might be a check she could roll to see if she understands why her spell fizzled.
Are you just casting it on the wrapped body?
I was casting it on Darby.
Yes, the wrapped body.
Perhaps you need to touch their skin.
Oh, I feel like that would have been implied.
So what are you doing as
I'm
people
gonna
start to disembark and
I'm gonna
set up
unwrap him, and I'm gonna try and unwrap him, and I'll try again.
Okay, so when your magic
I'm gonna
fizzles
touch
the
his
first time,
face. Put my
and
hands on his
you-
face.
unwrap the body, you immediately notice that the copper pieces left on their eyes are gone. And they look peaceful. You don't detect any signs of decay.
So perhaps your spell fizzled because Relm's god is helping. Maybe that prayer worked.
Oh shit, the spell actually uses copper pieces too.
So
The spell literally
it-
says that it uses copper pieces.
So within, I'd say, 12 seconds of Darby going down, when Relm used their bonus action to put copper pieces on their eyes and said their prayer, somebody, somewhere, cast gentle repose, and took the copper as payment.
It's way better than my theory.
Good job, Relm. You're so good.
Is it dusk when we stop?
Yes.
I am gonna take some dried fish out of my pack, and I'm gonna wander for. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. Yeah, this is when I'll use that last casting that I have. Actually, I'll just use a second level spell slot. Fuck it. And I'm gonna wander the clearing with the fish, and again try to call to Ursa.
can and again try to give advantage just by occasionally whistling.
Okay.
I assume I would understand that she's most active, like morning and evening.
You would have seen, you've been around her enough. But
I haven't.
as the pair of you branch out, trying to call to Ursa, again, there is no response. She does not return.
Haven't tried to speak to her before, but out of respect for Darby, because it feels rude to speak to someone else's pet when they cannot speak to them.
But you did once.
Yeah, you did once.
Oh, I did that
You
one time. You're
did.
right.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
I mean,
And then you
did
had like a whole
probably
session.
improve their relationship a lot because they started.
It's a little bit of a snack sometimes, too much to ask for before I go on these quests.
God, I haven't watched the We've been playing for a long time, and I had forgotten about it. Okay, yeah. So, well, Solace has a relationship with Ursa then, so at least, Ursa may know that Solace is a good source of dried fish because Solace always has dried fish. It's actually kind of creepy how much dried fish Solace is able to produce. You've never seen her buy any, but she always has some. It's a strange thing, but yeah. So she'll have another like when Ursa does not appear at dusk. She'll have another like tiny little cry, but this one is kind of like off by herself. For the first time since they've been traveling, she does not start to prepare anything for dinner.
Okay.
When we're all settled, or like we're just all silently staring at a fire, I have 2 messages that I can send.
Barna's gonna cook in the meantime.
Otto will go on autopilot and set up camp, assuming everyone is a little bit not feeling it. He'll just do that.
Does anyone know who we might send these messages to?
You can try Sandy, but she powerful, but I do not know if she is as powerful as Alter. You know, we did not
Zombie
wish to try
maybe has given us all the help that she can before we left.
Yeah.
We did ask Sanvi if there were diamonds, and there were none in the pack she gave us, so I don't think they were able to give diamonds or what broke. Help.
Alder owes me a favor, and probably all of us, but I healed him when he showed up. I was almost dead. And I sat with him until he recovered. And it is not much, but it is not nothing.
If he just has access to a diamond, would you still be able to do it, Nia?
No. I'm not strong enough. I can't.
So maybe save your energy for when we get to Port Casper, because we still have a ways to go before we get there.
There's no harm in asking for help now.
So, you want me to send a message to Calder?
He is the most powerful person I know. But
I think he's
don't
more
know.
likely. Sorry.
I mean, there is Vaughn's mother, who was once a very powerful sorceress. I do not know if this is the kind of thing that she might be able to help us with. And then there's your mother, Brynn. My mother is dead. My father is not very magical. We could try Darby's father, but I do not know them well enough that we could reach them. And
I think they were. I don't know if they had magic much either. I think they may have just been a very skilled hunter.
Otto, are you confident in Port Casper?
Yeah, yeah. They're known for rescuing sailors from shipwrecks. They'll have someone there that can help.
How long away would you say that we are?
Well, that's kind of the unfortunate part. It is about a week-ish from here.
Well,
If you can
Maybe you could send a message to Sanvi and ask her to send message to Port Casper that we're on our way and we need Cleric as soon as possible.
we don't know if Sanvi knows anybody reliable in Port Casper. That would have to be something we searched out ourselves. Right now, I'm thinking that we sent a message to Calder on hopes that he doesn't laugh in our faces.
If he
And
doesn't,
then
shoot
Awen.
him between the eyes.
Awen, too. Make sure that he's alright and to let him know where we're going.
Awen.
Yes, that's literally what I was interrupting you to say, and you were already on it. So thank you.
I
for
got
that.
you,
Yeah, we should-
girl. I got you, baby.
Yeah.
I know. I'm in your head.
Yeah.
All
right
right.
right here. Let Calder laugh. I swear to God. Solace
I
will
will
scratch his
shoot
eyes
him.
out.
him.
No, shooting is not personal enough. It needs to be personal.
Shoot him
Otto.
between the eyes.
Otto, would you like
Ask-
Awen to know that you're with us?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright. I'm going to send a message to Awen.
Okay.
We've been found by your friend Otto. He's leading us to Port Casper. Are you alright? And thank you for doing what you did.
That's it.
So it takes a few seconds where you're waiting in a tense silence. But eventually. Oh, thank the gods. I'm alright. I'm, up in a tree right now. keep moving. I'll catch up.
Eowyn's alright. They said that they'll catch up to us.
Solace starts to cry again. It's really getting to be old at this point, I'm sure.
I'll
Otto
meet them along
visibly
the way.
relaxes a little bit.
You said she would be okay, and she is. You were right. Or they would be okay. I'm sorry, I doubted you.
Okay, it's hard watching a friend run off alone like that.
It's harder to leave a friend when they run off alone like that.
That too.
And that they know that we would not have. I hope that they will forgive us for leaving them.
I think
need to apologize.
I think they wanted you to.
I think they were being self-sacrificing with that desire.
That is something they do.
What
But-
in the world am I saying to Calder?
I don't want them to sacrifice themselves because they feel bad that they are the only one left.
Me too. I said I would look out for them. So,
And I don't doubt that you all did. But
Not well enough, though, did we?
I mean, what more could you have done in that situation?
Solace takes a big sigh as she goes through the list in her head, but intentionally does not say it out loud. All the things that could have been different. And then she looks at Brynn and she says, "You tell Calder that we need help. Now. I think that should be enough."
I think we need
If
to
you
at
wish
least
to-
inform him about Darby.
You think it will matter what the circumstances are? Either he will come because we need him or he won't. We know he can teleport.
I think I
Perhaps the
agree
message
with-
might. I think it might put a little bit of a fire under him. I don't know. I don't think either or is going to matter. But I
I
still
do
believe
not
we
think
should tell him.
Darby. I do not think Darby is the one that he was closest to.
Could just say one of our friends.
Yes. Let him think. Let him stew on it. Because I think that he has a fondness for us, even if it is in a convenient sort of way. I think that there are some of us that he does. He's at least interested in some of us, perhaps.
I swear to God, if he comes to help, I will stop insulting him to his face at least.
Don't tell him that.
Don't tell him that, though.
What? It's too many. This is gonna be a bad message.
You should write it down
Oh,
first.
no, I don't-
You should write down first.
Do I say dead? I'm just gonna say dead. Yeah, just not gonna beat around the bush.
I mean, none of us can hear you, so you can say whatever you want. That's the thing about these sendings that you're sending for us is gotta keep dropping all my dice because I can't stop fucking fidgeting.
I agree with. I mean, say whatever you'd like, Nia. I think I think you can do it perfectly fine. But I am inclined to agree with Solace not to mention that someone specifically is dead.
We're not gonna say that Calder and Darby weren't besties, but Calder and Darby were.
Oh, the tall weird one?
Me.
Yeah, you could. Let's rank them. There's in.
At least it's not me. He should be happy if he comes. He should be grateful it's not me, at least.
This is actually homework for the DM. Rank us in terms of Calder's preference. Maybe he likes likes that kind of like combative.
I'm pretty sure it's Vaughn, Nia, and then Solace, Darby, Relm. That's my take.
That hurts. That actually hurts me. Wow.
You're a ham, Darby.
Okay. I wrote it down. Okay. I'm gonna send a message to Calder.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
And it comes off as very sad, very solemn for her. One of our friends has died. We need your help. We're heading to Port Casper. We helped you near death. Please do the same. That's it.
Moment of truth.
He's gonna laugh. He's gonna fucking
I
laugh.
swear, I literally will claw his eyes out.
Or he's gonna tell us to suck it up. Sorry, I'm
It's
done.
when you realize that Solace has tiny, sharp teeth.
So again,
Face too occupied.
it's a few seconds. And eventually you hear back. My condolences. This isn't the best time. I'm a little bit preoccupied. But if things go the way I want them to, perhaps I will meet you at Port Casper.
I'll relay that message
That
out
is-
loud.
A really, wow, good job being super ambiguous, so he can't be mad or relieved. You worked on that one, and I'm proud of you.
It's just what he does.
That is just what he does. Is ambiguous. And, okay, it's fine. I'm assuming you repeat that to us.
Yeah, no, I do. I
As I
repeat that
react to
message
it.
out loud.
Solace just like throws up her hands in frustration. Well, of course.
She just sort of like rubs her face and she's like, well, you're not the only one with ones with struggles. He told Vaughn that there was something happening, so perhaps he does still intend to help. We cannot judge based on this.
So then to Port Casper. By Otto's guidance.
And Awen will join us soon. I hope that.
So,
Oh god, have we even introduced ourselves or did we just travel 6 hours and no?
Nope, and he didn't ask.
I apologize that we've been rude. My name is
So he and Solace had a
Vaconia.
whole ass conversation.
He can read a room. He's not very smart, but he can read a room. So I guess it's probably not a good time to be like, so what's your name? Where are you from?
Well, I, as a lady, am going to suck it up a little bit and I'm going to go. Thank you again for your help. My name is Vaconia.
Solace
nice.
offers her tiny little hand.
He will take it in his giant Goliath hand.
Oh god, it's so good.
Thank you for your aid, and I'm sorry for swearing at you a little bit. I would probably do it again, but I apologize anyways.
Okay.
Sorry, I hung off your arm. I don't think it did you any great harm.
It's okay. Then he'll look at Vaughn and say, you were gonna punch me at one point. What's your name?
Fun.
Well, I'm Otto. It's nice to meet all of you. I'm sorry it's not under better circumstances.
Thank you for being here.
I think you came at a good time. I mean, it would have gone very differently otherwise. I don't know what would have happened, but things would have been very different right now.
I'm just sorry I didn't get there a little sooner.
It's not your fault. It's, if anyone's fault, it's ours. We're not. I don't know. But.
I was going to say, at this point, I think that we're all blaming ourselves.
I wouldn't. When you live this. No. Probably not. I don't know them. But, if you're gonna do this kind of thing, this probably will happen. Someone is revving an engine somewhere in these woods. Oh my god.
What?
Someone's revving an engine outside. It was really loud.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Where were we?
I'd say like a metaphor, like, you know, someone's running an engine and you gotta go fix it or something, I don't know. But I was like,
Sorry.
I was just really confused for a second.
Look, it's me. Okay.
Sorry, breakfast was a long time ago. Anyway. Yeah, this is probably gonna happen from time to time, and it's really important that you don't blame yourselves. I know that's really easy to say and really hard to do, but it just wastes what little energy you have in these times. And it doesn't help anyone or anything. If I can give you any advice, that would be it.
I hope you will get a chance to meet Darby and know them, because you would like them. Everybody would like them.
I hope so too.
I'm looking forward. I said this before, but I'm looking forward for you to sing Eowyn as well. They deserve a friend from the past.
Yeah. Coming out of what was essentially a coma, I guess, for a lot of you, it's nice to see a familiar face.
They have been beating themselves up, I think, for a long time. And I think this will help a little bit.
I'm sorry, we've been very insensitive. You are recovering from a difficult time yourself.
I've been around for a while. I can compartmentalize. I'll be all right.
Is there anything that we can do for you? Anything that lingers that I might be able to help? Maybe might be able to help.
No, I mean, I've been a little foggy, but every day it gets a little easier. I think right now I just want to sleep. But I also understand if you all want to sleep, so I can sit up. It's whatever makes it easier for you.
I can
I
take
don't think
first
I could-
watch.
Yeah.
I did some meditation on the way here, and I should be good. I would like to once more meditate, but I can
I don't
take
think I
first
could
watch.
sleep right now. I would join you, but you don't need to feel obligated to speak to me. I think I wanna write. Maybe. But I don't think I could sleep right now, so I will take the first watch with you.
I'm an early riser. I can handle the last one.
I will take the last watch with you.
Okay.
Everyone stares at Vaughn expectantly. I'm kidding.
I'm gently
Oh,
going to
wow.
ask him if he's okay doing it by himself.
I don't mind.
Well, if anything gives you trouble, please don't hesitate to wake me up.
For the first time, she kind of admits something. The spell I cast is only good for 8 hours, so the last watch is the most. Well, there's the most risk, I suppose. I didn't want to tell you that I could not protect us for a full 12 hours. That's why I take the last one.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, a lot of people just sleep on the ground outside, so 8 hours of peace is pretty good.
I am not a lot of people.
I do get the vibe that some of you maybe don't want to sleep on the ground outside.
She's our princess and we love her just the way she is.
I want to sleep on the ground outside.
Okay.
I like the
I would not-
outside.
But you can't sleep in
But-
the carriage because Darby's in there. And
I
that would
know.
be weird.
I mean,
No.
good, but
No.
that would be weird.
That would be weird.
So,
I will. Okay.
a lot of you start to settle in for the evening.
I will say before going to sleep, Solace will go in the carriage and sit with Darby for a while and talk quietly.
Okay. So who's taking first watch?
Me and Nia.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you sit up under the protection of the tiny hut. Can you both roll perception checks, please?
20, dirty 20.
24.
Okay. So the first leg of the night goes by relatively peacefully. You catch glimpses of movement in the dark, but again, nothing seemingly nefarious. It does feel like the forest is almost crowding you, that the canopy above is woven so tightly together that you can't really see the stars. And the entire landscape is almost pitch dark.
I'm gonna sit a little away from Nia. I just kind of want some space, but I'm gonna look up towards the star, well, towards the canopy above, and then kind of just look down at my hands and be like, I don't know if that was you, Ryotza. And I know I haven't said anything to you, I haven't spoken to you in a long time. But if that was you, if you heard what I said, I just want to thank you. I appreciate it, I suppose. I don't know what else to say. I'm not good at this, but thank you if it was you.
Okay. You hear the wind blow through the trees, and there's a bit of a chill. But nothing else.
I'll let him on his own kind of take out my harp to look at it, and still a little crestfallen, still a little frustrated and angry. But it's more like turmoil in myself. Kind of like touch the strings before I put it away. And that's
Okay. Your watch passes, and as we head into the middle of the night, you wake. I believe Vaughn is the next shift.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
16.
Okay. The first couple hours of your watch are quiet, uneventful. You are alone, surrounded by your sleeping companions. It is probably just after midnight that in the trees you see just a slight glimpse of glittering, glowing eyes blinking at you from the dark.
He will look through his belongings and find some leftovers from the meal, and then he will hold it out in a napkin extended in his palm.
Okay. So you hold it out of the hut?
Yes.
So when that slightly stale morsel touches the air, those glowing eyes suddenly grow wide, and skittering forward, hunched on almost all fours, is this tiny, emaciated humanoid creature, its long tongue kind of dragging on the dirt as it sprints at the hut, jaws snapping, and it will go to try and bite your hand.
Oh God.
Excellent.
We're a natural 20.
Oh no!
Christ.
Damn it!
Your hand's outside the hut.
I need to cast the thing where he can't be undead.
I don't have the right dice out. Oh god, I need some dice.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Stop it!
Stop it.
Stop it!
Alright. Okay. So this thing is this tiny 3-foot tall humanoid creature. Its limbs more bony and stretched skin without any actual meat or substance on the bone. Its face is almost skeletal, its skin pulled so taut, its eyes huge and bulging in its head. And as it opens its mouth and rears towards your outstretched hand, you see rows and rows of little sharp teeth that are dripping with the black saliva. So, max damage for this hit is 26 damage.
Whoa.
Immediately.
And I never healed, did I? Because I haven't had a full rest.
You have not had a full rest yet. You've only
I
had.
swear to fucking God.
Oh yeah, I'm
No,
dead.
but no, he would have had a. Well, you could have. No. You would have had a short rest on the carriage. You would have had the opportunity to roll hit dice if you so chose, which it's probably would have been a good idea to roll some fucking hit dice.
Which you
'cause were
totally
literally doing
did.
nothing but riding along on the carriage. And our DM is a kind and benevolent god. Don't you fuck this up.
I could actually use a key point for patient defense and use
Okay.
dodge, could I not?
Probably.
At a
Let me just
disadvantage?
double
You better,
check.
you better, you better.
But you also should have rolled the hit dice.
You're not
Yeah,
done
them
being
hit dice,
scolded
though.
for this yet.
You know, it's funny that like nobody mentioned once rolling hit dice during that whole time, but double
I am
criticized me for
telling
doing
you
it.
now. I'm telling you now. Do not make me get shrill. I will get shrill.
Um,
And I know that Christine will be able to hear me at this point.
we'll say with your if you spend that that key point, that you do get to take the dodge action, and I will roll again at disadvantage.
See, kind and benevolent. Someone
Does an
said that.
11 hit.
Wait, what was that?
Does an 11
11.
hit?
No.
So you
Fucking God.
pull back your hand into the safety of the hut just in time to hear the snap of those serrated, dripping, acidic jaws
God, it's a hallway of spikes all over again.
in a blow that probably would have taken your hand off had it landed. It kind of presses up against the dome, its mouth hanging open and pressing its tongue to the last place it had seen that hand before it vanished.
It's like a little kid shoving its face up
It
against
is
a window.
exactly that. A little skeletal, emaciated, ghoulish kid pressing itself up against the perimeter of the dome. It will
Gross.
start to feel around the entire diameter of the dome, sniffing at the ground, kind of dragging its knuckles in the dirt, and confused as to where the scent of food had gone. After a few minutes, it will wander back off into the dark.
Would have been wild to wake up to Vaughn just unconscious in the hut.
Stuck where his hand used to be.
Yeah, just his hand gone.
Christ. Yeah, that would really
My
suck.
little heart can only take so much. Thank you,
God.
benevolence.
You could only-
for not making that happen.
You could only punch once per turn instead of twice because you would only have one fist.
Oh no!
Just a little
I would just be kicking a lot more. There would be lots of kicks in my unarmed strikes.
It's
opportunity
okay.
for a cool prosthetic, though.
It's okay. Audrey has come
Oh,
a
yeah?
really long way across many, many seas, and he's gonna build Vaughn a new hand.
Honestly, I would just rather lose Vaughn than have to replace a hand. Just leave it.
So, as the creature slinks back into the dark, and you watch it glance back towards your hiding spot glance back towards your hiding spot a couple times before it vanishes into the trees, and you are alone again. The rest of your watch will pass uneventfully until it is Otto and Solace's turn. And as
I don't know. Go ahead.
as the pair of them awaken, that shimmering dome just kind of back into nothing.
All I can think
And
of.
Bob will
and
tell
this
them
is-
in that transition what he saw. just tell them be wary.
All I can think of is the little claymation ships from Elf. But instead of saying sorry about your dad, they're saying sorry about your aunt. I don't know why that
Oh my god.
is now stuck in my head. I'm fine. We're all fine. This is normal. Solace will wake up and sort of rub her eyes, and she definitely quietly cried herself to sleep, so it's all gross and she's nasty, and she splashes some water on her face, and her hair's still messy because Nia isn't up yet to fix it. And she just sort of comes and has a little sit cross-legged. She will she'll sort of start calling very quietly so as not to disturb the others for Ursa, and looking around now that it's near dawn. But she won't cast Speak with Animals yet because it only gets... Well, now it's a level 1 spell slot. She'll go ahead and cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay. So you spend some time trying to call to Ursula again, hopeful that the bird companion of your druid might return. But on the dawn of a new day, Isra is still missing.
So we will try and pretend like that's fine. Even though it is not fine. Because what she's thinking about very clearly right now is the things that were important to Darby. So she will, as I need to stop fidgeting. I've died so many times. She'll, kind of sit down and then just talk to Otto. Ask them where they come from, what brought them here. Ask them if they grew up far away where Awen grew up.
He'll tell her that he grew up not where Awen grew up. He's very open. He'll tell you that he was kidnapped at a young age. He will tell you that he spent a lot of his youth on ships as a pirate after fighting in gladiator fights. And I'll tell you that after, or before traveling with Awen, he had his own ship, was a pirate captain, and then started traveling with Awen until he got mind wiped, basically.
And she won't do the thing where she's like, I'm so sorry about your childhood trauma, because they seem very like they've come a long way since then, and she doesn't want to minimize. But she will ask what happened, how they came out of the spell that trapped them most recently. It's a pleasant breakfast conversation.
And he will kind of shrug his shoulders and say, the only thing I can think of is something in my brain just said enough one day, and I will just say they will not be holding anyone else captive like that again.
I see. I mean, you do seem quite powerful. I am sure you had no trouble physically once your mind was no longer under their control.
Yeah, I do okay until the weird mind stuff happens. And then I am kind of a liability to everyone around me.
Is it something that's happened before?
Yeah, I had a cursed weapon once, and I, in the middle of a fight.
A what?
Go ahead. I had a cursed weapon.
Well, I heard Solace is asking for clarity.
Yeah, no.
What kind of weapon?
It was a maul made out of the bone of a huge animal.
She sort of looks relieved, which is probably not an appropriate reaction, but she does look a little bit relieved. Or Darby, they had some sort of weapon that had some sort of spirit in it too. I don't know how similar the two were, but they were worried that it might become a problem, and they gave it up not so long ago.
I don't know if they were the same kind of curse, but when anyone got near mine, I got agitated and angry and possessive. But it's good that they got rid of it. They're nothing but trouble, eventually.
She sort of nods. She said, yes, they seemed very unhappy, but they did leave it at the school where we were in Ashenhurst, so hopefully it will not be a danger to others there. What happened to your weapon?
The cleric that we were traveling with smashed a bead on my forehead, and I didn't care about it anymore.
The energy that just happened down there, the I told you so energy. Was I right? Was I right? Maybe I was. So Solace will kind of nod, and she'll say, well, I hope I am not bringing back unpleasant memories. It sounds like you have had a long life with a lot of things and challenges, and well, perhaps it will be easier now. Where do you plan to go next?
I don't know. My home was kind of always with the company I kept, so I guess I'll see where this next leg of this journey takes me.
I feel like Awen was also looking for a home, so perhaps you can find it together again.
Maybe so.
I think perhaps that we were moving towards them finding their home with us, maybe. Although now it seems like maybe we are not the best home for anyone, not the safest.
I can't say that I am either, so they'd probably be better off.
I mean, we did leave them alone in the forest with a creature that had already killed one of our own. And I will not easily forgive myself for that. Or other things. But I'm sorry, it is my sadness, and you should not have to worry on it, so.
It's okay. I mean, you've all been through a lot. I am, I don't know. I never super expected to live this long. Most of my people don't. We die fighting or doing something stupid, so if you need to vent, that's okay. Like, I will listen.
She tries to smile and she says, well, I suppose it's never too late to die doing something stupid. If that is what you want.
He'll laugh and say, no, I think I just want to quietly go in my sleep one day.
I think that would be nice. Everything that has happened, is hard to try and change plans, and I also thought we were close to finding someone else very important to me, but it seems that perhaps I'm not a safe friend to have or a safe companion. I don't know. I'd rather have poor luck when it comes to such things myself, so cannot blame yourself if I cannot blame myself. But, or we can, you know. Perhaps stars cross.
Well, I think not blaming ourselves is a good start. Who are you looking for?
My sister went missing. Which is why I'm here. We had rumor of her heading towards the woods, towards the tomb. I have reason to believe that she may not be traveling of her own will, like you two. We're not, so. But I don't know. This is an important delay. I am willing to risk the time, of course. For Darby.
Well, I'm sorry you're missing her, and I hope you do find her. And
She sort of.
I am not great at finding people, but I don't know. I can keep an eye out.
You found Awen. You found us. So maybe you are good at finding people. Maybe you just have not had enough chance to find people.
Maybe, but I'll keep an eye out, I guess, for someone who I assume looks like family resemblance, or
Nearly identical, honestly. Very. Well, I've learned very recently that people who are not us would see me when they look at her, and vice versa. So, but maybe it'll be a little while before we aren't traveling together. Be glad of your company for as long as you wish to stay with us, and I'm sure the others would as well.
of course. And I mean, go ahead.
Until you and Awen decide to go your own way.
Well, I'm happy to be here as long as you all need me, and when I'm not, I'll keep an eye out if you haven't found her before then, for someone who looks like you.
We're a little bit strange. We are all unique in our own ways, but you know, it is. If it is not safe to be with us, then at least we are safe. If that makes sense.
It does.
And she'll just sort of fall silent after a little while and then kind of start humming quietly, like she does whenever it's quiet.
Otto will just sit quietly and drink from a water skin. And he will hold it out and offer it to you, and it is not water, but you can have some if you'd like.
She will take it expecting it to be water, and I assume Solace drinks a lot of water. I feel like that's a thing that just like yeah. So she takes a big swig expecting it to be water, and then like kind of coughs a little bit. But then she like chokes and she's like, "Thank you."
Maybe should have warned you. I'm very sorry about that.
No, it is we all perhaps it will be a little bit soothing. Make the morning a little bit less stressful.
Probably.
I will take a smaller sip next time, though, if you offer it to me again, just a smaller sip.
Lenny will, just as the watch goes quietly, every now and then just hold it out if she wants it.
Oh, she is gonna be toasted by the time you wake up. like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. She like every time they like, it's a combination of just being polite, like, oh, thank you, that's so kind, and also just like coping unhealthily. Yeah, so someone else will have to drive the carriage when they wake up.
No.
So we wake up, and when we wake up and notice that she's sloshed, we're gonna use lesser restoration.
Oh no, let her be drunk. Let her be. Just let her have a little nappy naps on the way.
Well, the rest of you do start to stir as the night comes to a close, and you are stirred by the daylight. You begin to start your days, pack up your camp, reload the carriage, and prepare to disembark. You are staring down another little leg of travel, and the energy and atmosphere that permeates around you for the length of this journey, and certainly the start of it, is much different than the energy you had leaving Ashenhurst. There is just a persistent, accumulative feeling of guilt and uncertainty and nervousness.
Relm is
Which-
going hood up for the rest of it.
I'll nap for the first 2 to 4 hours, like snoring very, very slightly, leaning against whoever happens to be nearby. And then I'll wake up and be sad and somber. But yeah, no, she definitely has little nappy naps, and it's Otto's fault, but it's fine.
Well, you can all take your long rest. Make sure you hit that button, get your hit points and etc. and spell slots back. If you are preparing different spells, you should do so. But
I
as
took
you're...
mine back. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
With the exception of the one speak with animals that I used. But I will continue that every few hours. I'll continue trying to call to Ursa.
Okay.
With speak with animals.
Okay. As your carriage disembarks and vanishes into the Wishing Woods, we are going to end here for today. And pick up again sometime soon.
That was a very necessary session.
I have gone ahead and opened up new IC channels. You'll have probably a couple days of quiet travel to hope amongst yourselves.
Probably.
Great. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna go
too.
do
Thank you very much.
a shot, or maybe even two.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Talk
tipsy.
to you. Oh, yes, I know. I was watching you just fucking do shots and then cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And every
Like,
time it got me in like different ways.
Like,
I
I
did
would
not
be-
cry.
Like the tearful like while you're doing your shots.
Like anytime I looked down at Rhiannon, it was just like we're like
This is. I will DM you what Solace says to Darby. If you would like it also, Kaylee, I will send it
would,
to you
yes.
as well. Okay. I will type it up and I will send it to both of you. I was not gonna do that during the session. I wouldn't do it. We'll do it.
That's okay.
But
It's
You
okay, I can
are
turn
I'll
off
do it
the
after. So
welcome to send me or anybody else any sort of private flavor text or messages that you would be experiencing in this sort of downtime. But
yeah, no, other than that, I'm fine with in character RP, but that is private conversation between Solace and Darby. So
all right. Well, those of you who need to go to bed, go to bed.
I want to drink more and not go to bed, but I gotta go to bed.
I'm gonna drink more and not go to bed. I don't have to be at work until 7 tomorrow, y'all.
Nice.
So it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up a hot minute, and I will. Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely blow up some RP chat. So
All right. Well, we will all chat soon. Everybody have a good night.
You too.
Night.